Morgan is a classic case of a professional male with the ability to express himself through his appearance. A long grow-out has rendered him shaggy. Our goal is to utilize as much of his hair as possible while creating a closely tailored shape with a versatile top area. This haircut uses the same basic start as most men's haircuts, except the top area will be free-handed. To adapt this style even further, the top area can be cut into a shorter, less exaggerated shape and the hairline left softer. We begin by parting the hair down the centre back from the crown down to the hairline. From here, a horseshoe section is established by parting out from the lower crown area out to the recession area on each side. Clip this area neatly. This section can be slightly tilted to add an element of asymmetry to it. For a narrower top area, simply take the horseshoe parting higher in the recession, or lower for a wider shape. Now, starting at the front hairline, a slightly diagonal back section is taken no more than ½ inch in from the hairline. Comb this section out to 90 degrees and a direct position, meaning with no over direction. Create a guideline by cutting the line parallel to the parting, as short as your fingers are thick. Note that the hand position, with the fingers down, accommodates the angle of the section. The angle of these diagonal sections will influence the weight of the shape. For heavier sides, maintain more severely angled sections. Take another diagonal back section no more than ½ inch wide right behind the first one at the same angle. At such short lengths, thin sections are important to avoid accidental overdirection. Once again, comb the hair out at 90 degrees with no overdirection. Check the guideline and cut to follow. We will repeat this technique until reaching the back of the ear. Remember, the head is rounding away from you. If you stand in the same place while working back, you will inevitably overdirect forward. Take a small step every couple of sections. Behind the ear, another diagonal back section is taken no more than ½ inch in from the hairline down to the back corner. Comb the section out to 90 degrees with direct position. Cut to continue the guideline behind the ear. Progressing back, take a parallel diagonal back section from the horseshoe section down to the corner of the back hairline. Maintain the 90-degree angle and the direct position and follow the guideline. Continue in the same manner until the sections cross over the center back to reach the opposite lower corner. Be sure to keep moving or turning the chair as you cut. At this point, we must go around to the other side at the front hairline and repeat the technique, again working backwards. If we were to continue without restarting at the front, our diagonal back sections would become diagonal forwards as we cross the center line. That would produce one side that pushes back and one that pushes forward, creating an asymmetrical wrap. Note the change in hand position. Incorrect hand position can cause a section to be twisted, accidentally over-directing both forward and back and randomly creating excess lengths. Continue repeating the technique exactly the same as the other side. As we cross over the back, continue sectioning through the finished areas until all the remaining hair is cut. With the bottom complete, the lower crown area should have an even and consistent shape to it. Check the balance. Now the horseshoe section is combed down. In this case, almost all of the existing length will be used. The desired result is a strong and versatile top. With some minor texturing, Morgan's hair texture will yield a nice wavy look or go flat for a more groomed appearance. The point cutting technique is used to loosen up the lengths on top. Starting in the back, horizontal sections are taken. By working forward with these sections, the front will automatically over-direct back to maintain length due to the downward rounding of the head. Blow dry. At this point, there is only one product in the hair, a light leave-in conditioning mist. A Denman brush is used to smooth down the sides and back for later detailing. Through the top, the direction of the hair is neutralized and smoothed using the flat wrapping technique, brushing the hair flat back and forth. The texture can be brought out by using the Denman brush to slightly roll it in different directions. Finish. Now the hairline is edged out for added impact and a common element to our collection. Be sure to analyze the hairline and be aware of any limiting growth patterns. Comb all the hair down on the skin and freehand the perimeter lines. Be sure not to cut into the hairline too much. Constantly recomb and take time to look at the line taking shape from a good distance. Although the edges are taken very short, the area around the ears are left tastefully covered as to avoid the white wall look. A scissor over comb technique is then used to refine the back and side areas. To avoid divots, keep the comb tilted away from the head and let the comb and the scissors move together. Approach at different angles. The top area is now visually shaped. The connection between the top and underneath is just visually blended with some more point cutting. A freehand cutting technique is used to encourage the hair to move into the center. One last pass with the blow dryer. Here only the fingers are used, by blowing the hair over the fingers and allowing it to cool. Finally, a high shine, strong holding pomade is applied for separation and a finished look.